And these are, in my opinion, slum landlords and ruthless in the way that they interact with the residents over in Sherwood Heights. So we'll continue to work with this group and hold this property owner accountable as best we can. But it is a problem over there.
Thank you so much, Member
Thank you, Madam
Calloway.
Chair. Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Thank you. Member Calloway. Thank you,
Madam
Member
Chair,
Waters.
we've been saying something similar since I took office in 2022. How do we hold the landlords accountable? I've been saying that since I've been sitting on this council. They are not accountable. And I don't know how to do it. I personally need help with holding these landlords accountable. I don't know how to do it. I admit it from this table. I don't know how to hold them accountable. Because right now they're not being accountable.
Yes, my name is Emily Turner.
Okay.
That's my husband, Roger Turner. Yes, we've been residents at Sherwood Heights Apartments for 16 years, and they've asked us to vacate or either pay for $300 more in rent and live month to month at Sherwood Heights. Now, we feel that there needs to be regulations when it comes to the landlord and tenants, because tenants ought to have rights.
Yep.
And we've been fighting for this for at least 2 years, and we thank Ms. Calloway and also Mary Waters and also Regina Weiss have come and talk with us. And so we need help. And being seniors, it's difficult to just get up and move. You know, when you're our age, you're settled. And it's so difficult for us now. So we need help. What we're doing on Friday is organize a protest in front of our building. So we solicit your help, all of the council members. So if you would help us on Friday, we would appreciate that.
Member Calloway, can we maybe line item this as well for committee so that we can get a report on status of what is, excuse me, can we please not yell out in the middle of session? You all have an opportunity to talk during public comment, so please do not disrupt the session, please. If we can add that, Member Calloway, to the committee so that we can get a full report from Law NBC
Yes,
on the building, okay.
yes,
All right,
absolutely.
is there a motion to add Sherwood Heights
And Palmer Park. And Palmer Park.
in Palmer Park to the Budget, Finance, and Audit Committee for a thorough report on the status of what is taking place in those buildings?
Motion.
Okay, hearing no objection, that action will be taken. And do you know what time the protest is on Friday? Okay, we will find out and make sure that the information is given to the community. All right, go right ahead.
Good morning. My name is Deborah Patrick, and I'm here in support of Roger and Emily Turner at Sherwood Heights. They have been there for 16 years, and they are the best neighbors anyone can ever have. They keep their apartment in pristine condition. It's beautiful. They're kind and generous to their neighbors, to everyone living at Sherwood Heights. And I am here to support them because they do not deserve to be evicted from their home, and it is their home. I have been there for 12 years. It is my home also. And I do appreciate also Mrs. Calloway for your help in the past, but we need all of you to come out in support of the seniors who live at Sherwood Heights Apartments and townhomes. I'm a co-founder with the Turners, and I believe I'm next on the list to be evicted, and I have done nothing wrong either. We are being retaliated against because we dare to organize our fellow tenants to fight back, to show to the people that they have power to speak up and fight back and not take the kind of treatment that we receive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Madam Chair, thank you, Madam Chair. And I appreciate everybody coming down. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. They did even hire an attorney. I won't say the attorney's name. I don't know what you got. I don't know if you got the bang for your buck that you paid, but they did hire an attorney. And that didn't get them very far in the process, but I'm hoping we can really take action on
Yeah,
this
for
because
sure.
it's really bad.
Yeah, I see.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Madam Chair.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right?
Good morning, Council. My name is Stephen Rimmer. I'm a lead organizer with the Detroit Tenants Association, known as the DTA. I'm here in support of the Turners and Sherwood Heights Tenants Association. They are a chapter of the Detroit Tenants Association. The Turners are being retaliated against for organizing and standing up for themselves. And now BezTech management has told them they have to move out by October 31st, few days away. And they said if they don't, or they're not going to renew their lease as well. I would like to ask this body, can you look into who owns this property, if they have any ties or deals with the city of Detroit, and if they do come up in the future, remember this situation. and how they're treating Detroiters. We've worked with the Sherwood Heights Tenants Association for over 2 years, and we've also mentioned to this body about a right to renew with good cause protections. This will protect the Turners in this situation right now. We've had talks with members of this body who said they supported this ordinance, but yet we're still here watching people be evicted. So I ask you all to support the Turners, support the tenants, the residents of Detroit. DTA, you can follow us on Instagram. We will post all the information about Friday. Anybody wants to come be a part of it.
Thank
Detroit
you.
Tenants.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Madam Chair, I just have one question. It is privately owned and HUD is not involved. I don't know about Palmer Park. They're already in receivership. But with this particular apartment and condo campus, it's a campus. Is there any way that we can, as a city, place a moratorium on these owners? Because they've changed hands several times. I don't know who owns it now. I don't even think they know who owns it. They have changed hands and it's hard to track because it's different LLCs.
That happens a lot.
I'm wondering, I'm what,
Excuse me,
Madam
please.
Chair,
Can you please, yep, we don't want to interrupt, please. Thank
so
you.
Madam Chair, through you, I'm wondering if the law department or if we can put
someone
some
here?
type of moratorium together so these folks are not evicted just for speaking up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have a right to do that since this is a privately owned
Right.
campus.
So what we can do is, I don't see
this is
someone
an
here from the
emergency.
law department now, but prior to us closing out public comment, we can have someone come and speak before council
Okay,
regarding this specific issue,
thank you.
okay?
Thank you, Madam
So
Chair.
Malik Washington, if you're listening, if we can have someone from the law department either come on or come here physically in the auditorium before we close out public comment. All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kate Stenvig. I'm an organizer with BAM by Any Means Necessary. I'm also a resident of Sherwood Heights Apartments and a member of the Tenants Association along with the Turners. I've been there since about 2009, and that apartment complex has had, I think, 3 or 4 managements since I've lived there. This is the absolute worst. They raise the rent constantly, and it's clear they are retaliating against the Turners because they're not the only people that are facing eviction now. There's like dozens of people in that apartment complex. And it's really clear, first of all, not only has the rent been going up, but it's in complete disrepair. It's really unsafe for a lot of retired, like older people. There's never been so much turnover of people that they're just driving out. And it's really clear that it's another example of these managements trying to drive out long-term Black residents of a Detroit apartment complex. Oh, that was quick. Great, thank you.
Thank you so much.
My name is Justin Chong, and I'm also a part of the civil rights group, immigrant rights group, BAM by Any Means Necessary. I'm also a resident at the Sherwood Heights Apartments. And I want to say something a little bit different is, first, I do support the idea of moratorium to stop the eviction so that people can stay. But second, the fundamental problem of like fixing the facility is that it has been deteriorated and it has been not fixed. And that's the root of problem that people are organizing for. And so long as it does not get fixed, it will not get solved. I want to say that my friend who spoke, her toilet is falling down onto the next neighbor downstairs, and there's shit coming out of it. And I want to say that my apartment is so hot that it's 90 degrees right now, and they will not fix the heat because it's uncontrollable. Today is 80 degrees. I'm gonna get a heat stroke. And I want to say Callaway did come down, but they refused to answer a call like since 2 years ago. So this needs to get fixed.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Brown? Attorney Anderson?
Good morning, City Council and City of Detroit. Graham Anderson, Law Department through the chair. I have spoken with some of the tenants who are dealing with this issue. It's a horrible issue to deal with. And I've gathered some facts. I've given them my contact information so I can speak with their counsel as well. In addition, I would request this body to send a formal, detailed looking into retaliation against tenant forming commissions. Of course, Councilmember Waters, I know this was a passion project of yours, and we don't want people to be retaliated against for their legal right to organize and protect their home and their apartments and their living spaces. So I would just ask that we get that in writing request, and we will give that detailed response. I don't want to speak on it now. It's obviously a very important issue. I don't want to misspeak. So I just wanted to provide that. And I'm happy to speak with anyone additional that's having this issue here today. Thank you.
Wait, hold on, Mr. Anderson, before you leave.
Yeah.
Attorney Anderson, Member Calloway?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Attorney Anderson. I'm not so certain that letter speaking to retaliation should be coming from the council. It can, but it should be coming from the law department. This is a legal, these folks have rights, and allegedly they're being violated. And what I've seen, we can take the alleged out. What I've seen, they are being violated against and retaliated against. And they're living in horrible circumstances right at, Wyoming and West Outer Drive. And it's been going on for years. So, I mean, I don't know if the letter should necessarily come from this body. Why not the law department? Because this is a legal issue.
No, through the chair, you're absolutely right, Councilwoman Calloway. I'm saying, you represent the people. The people don't make those requests directly to the law department. They make it to you, and then you make it to the law department. Once we receive that request, we will provide a detailed response, which I imagine you would want to waive privilege for. So the city of Detroit and these tenants specifically could view it. But that is my request.
Okay, all righty. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to state, this is not just a District 2 issue. I mean, this issue is happening, unfortunately, citywide in a lot of our senior buildings. I was just at a building actually with the Tenants Association a couple of weeks ago. Similar situation. The building conditions are deplorable. Management has changed over time, over the years. And tenants are organizing. They're finally understanding the importance of organizing and their rights as tenants. And so I think we as a city have to dive a little deeper how we can address the issue. So I'm looking forward to the conversations because it's multiple buildings that are experiencing similar issues, unfortunately. And I
Madam
think the
Chair-
housing department needs to be looped in as well, too.
Absolutely happy to incorporate them.
And Madam Chair,
Yep.
to your excellent point, we as a body have been encouraging tenants to do exactly what they're
Yep,
doing.
and they should.
And so we got to gird them up.
Yes.
We have to continue to urge, encourage them and give them the support that they need because it's this body that's encouraging for them to do what they're doing right now.
Yep.
Now they're doing what they're doing right now, and then what? So we got to take action, and tomorrow's just too late. We got to do something today, and it's been going on for quite a while in the city. Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Ms. Anderson.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Member Calloway. Councilmember, hold on, Mr. Green. Councilmember Waters?
Basically, one of us will submit a memo to
Yep.
you making such a request,
Mhm.
or all of us.
Yeah.
One or the other, but we'll get it to you today.
Yeah, I think we should.
Thank
through
you
the
so
chair, I
much.
think we should all sign up on that. If you're comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Yeah,
Thank
most
you.
definitely.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you so much.